Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new rear entertainment screen for the old style Tesla Model Ys. This rear entertainment screen is from Tessery and it completely mimics and looks exactly like the new entertainment screen from the Model Y Junipers. I'm really excited to unbox this with you guys, go over all of its features in a detailed step-by-step installation process. Let's get into it. So let's jump right into the unboxing. Looking at this detail of this packaging, this is completely mimicking the Model Y Juniper launch edition emblems. Really awesome packaging by Tessery. I really like it so far. Just shows that they're going to have an awesome product in here too. If you care about your packaging, you're going to care about your products. So taking a look at this screen, I want to share that this does come in a Wi-Fi or a actual 4G configuration. I got the Wi-Fi one, so I can easily just use it on my phone's hotspot. It's not going to connect to my car's premium connectivity like it would in a Model Y Juniper. You'll need a hotspot for this one. There is an option to get one of these that does come with a SIM card attachment, but that's not the one that I went with too. So if you want to look into that model, I'll have a link to both down in the description. But let's actually take a look here at what this screen looks like. And I'll show you how closely it aligns with that Model Y Juniper styling. Really nice packaging in here. Some great kind of foam protection all the way around. Let's take a look at the main star first, the actual screen. See if we can get it out of this packaging. It's got a nice kind of screen protector on it to help it keep it nice and neat. And there you go. Kind of taking a look at its really kind of great look and design. Plenty of airflow, 2 USB-C ports up on the front here. Let's go ahead and pull off this screen protector. Super satisfying. Absolutely love that. Beautiful, actually kind of silver bezel all the way around, and it completely mimics and looks just like the actual screen in the Model Y Juniper. So I love that kind of design, that styling here. I'll have some video on the screen during this part that you can actually see what the Model Y Juniper screen looks like, but this looks absolutely just like it. It's very flawless. Let's keep going with the unboxing and show you everything else that comes in the package. So looking at this card real quick, it does have kind of what the screen's going to look like when it's on. I'll walk you through all of these features when we get it installed. Looks like you get a little bit of a wiring harness here. Let's tear that open. Wiring harness you're going to need to actually install the screen. This is your actual SIM card adapter if you actually get the version that is SIM card compatible. It looks like it says push right there. So I want to just take a look at it and see. Push it open. Yeah, you're good. There you go. You can install a SIM card right there and plug that in. We're not going to be doing that in this unboxing and demonstration. Then over here looks like a pry tool and your actual little closed loop thing that you're going to need. This kind of caps one of your wires in there on the actual Tesla itself to make sure you have power up to your wireless chargers and things like that. So it's just a little loop cap there and also a pry tool. So pretty nice, very simple packaging, and it's going to be a very simple install too. So I think the next step is to get over to the car. We're actually going to go install this. You'll see how easy it is. It's a completely pain-free installation. Plug and play. You'll see how easy that is. Let's get over there and do it. All right, so we moved over into the Tesla, and the first thing we're actually going to do is just pull off our old kind of vent cover here. It's only held in by 4 different clips, kind of right here and kind of down here on the back side of it. So all you got to do is give it kind of a firm grip and just give a little pressure. And there you go, a little bit of a pull. And then it's loose. Don't pull it too hard because there are some wires back here. But you'll see, and I'll show you this real quick, there's just kind of 4 little clip areas. One down here, here, and then a couple silver ones down here in the bottom, one on each side. So just go ahead and pull that off and unplug your actual wire here. Super simple. There's just one little clip on the back. Go ahead and lift that up. And your wire should come right out. There you go. And that's all. That's all that's holding this together. So it's really nice, super simple to get that out of the way. The next step we need to do, if I can move the camera down a little bit, is down here underneath this little charging port. If it'll focus, underneath this little port down here, this cover is the actual port where the screen's going to get power, going to get all of its information from, so it can talk to the rest of the car. I have an aftermarket cover right here to actually hold more accessories. So yours might not look like this. It might be just kind of flat, but the process is exactly the same. We're just going to take this cover, give it a firm kind of yank off of it. It's going to be held in with clips just like this. And what you should see under here is your 2 OBD ports, onboard diagnostic ports. So I'll show you all of that in just a second. So let's come down in here and see if we can get this cover off. And it should be a very simple, just kind of pull, and there you go. You get the actual little clips that kind of pop out. And just like the other one up top, it's just held together by a couple little clips that go in there. Mine's again an aftermarket one, so it's a kind of an extended one, so you can fit more accessories back here. It's where a lot of your accessories plug in. So yours might just be more flat, but the actual process is exactly the same. Looking down in here, you're going to see this blue plug. I have this aftermarket accessory for some controls up front, so you'll just see on yours a blue plug right here plugged into this blue plug on the back side. All of this white stuff you won't actually see. But the process is very simple. This just shows that you can daisy chain accessories together without any issues to your Tesla. But all we're going to be doing is taking our power cord from the actual kit that we just got. We're going to be unwrapping it, and then we're going to be splicing these two blue connectors in with these connectors. So it's very simple. Let me go ahead and unwrap this, and I'll show you how to do it. So we have the actual power cord that came with our kit, all unattached and ready to go. This is going to be our jumper cable. It's going to go right here in just a little bit, but I actually unwrapped the rest of the cable that comes with it. I don't know, it's maybe 2 feet long. What we need to do with this end is get it up to this part where it's going to plug into our actual screen. You can take off this cover if you want, but I find it easier just to go up and underneath right through here, just running up along this channel of this plastic channel. So I'm going to do that. I come in over here on the side and just kind of work it up a little bit and just kind of push it with my fingers. Just saves me from taking off another panel on the car. I just keep kind of feeding it forward, feeding it up, and then it comes out right to the top right here, and I can grab it. So didn't have to remove any extra covers or do anything crazy, and it comes out right where I'm going to need it, right up at the top here where I have these 2 wires now. So super simple. Next, we're going to unplug our blue ODB port from the car right here. Go ahead and push that little tab, pull it out, and this is where I want to insert my new jumper cable that came with my kit. So I'm just going to take the female end here and plug it into the male end of my accessory. If you're doing this for the first time, it'll be the blue end that's over here. Just ignore this other white part, but I'm going to daisy chain things together. Just like that, get a nice satisfying click. And I'm going to take this part and plug it back into my actual ODB port on my car. And that's it. Tuck these wires kind of up and out of the way, and then I can actually reinstall my bottom port here. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to finish up with the install, and we'll kind of tuck it all back in together in just a second. So moving back up to the top here, don't be intimidated by all this. It's super simple. You're really only playing with 2 wires here. This is the one that we unplugged from the original cover. And we're going to take our included loop cap and just kind of cap off this wire. We're not going to need it for any of this install, but this still allows power to flow up to your wireless chargers and to your USB ports back here. So you make sure you want to cap this off. There's only one way it can go. See this little extra lip right here plugs into that side right there. So plug it in, you get a nice satisfying click. And then you can tuck this wire away. We'll do that in a second. This wire is the one that actually plugs into your screen. So on the back of my screen here, there's 2 wires coming out. One is the actual port for your SIM card adapter. We're not going to be using that. And this is the actual wire we're going to connect up to the one we fed up through under the channel here. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in. Should be only one way that it goes, so just make sure you line it up right and plug it in. And look at that. Our screen's already turning on. Looks awesome. Beautiful starry night there. That's kind of your boot up load animation screen. So let me get this tucked all back away, and I'll show you guys how to kind of get it all back up and installed. So we're going to take this wire, the one we capped off, and just tuck it back in this like kind of channel down here that we created that we fed the other wire up through. No big deal. Same thing with this one. We're going to tuck our SIM card wire up out of the way here. The other one's going to kind of go underneath here. So just kind of tuck these out of the way. Feed them back down. Make sure they're not obstructing anything. Then we're going to take our actual screen and plug it back into those kind of clip areas where we removed that original cover. So kind of give it a firm push. You can kind of feel it cinch on back in there. There you go. And it should just align in those little clip areas. There you go. Nice and sturdy, really kind of solid connection there. And it looks really great. And real quick, before I clean anything else up, I want to give you guys kind of just a completed look. It's nice and secure in there. It looks awesome, just like that Model Y Juniper styling that we're kind of talking about and everyone's trying to emulate now. I haven't put the rear cover back on or the rear port cover back on here. I'm going to do that in just a second. I just wanted to show you exactly what this looks like before I get into any of the settings or mess with anything else. It's a really sharp looking screen. Putting this rear cover on should be just as simple as taking it off. Just make sure you have none of your wires in the way for your accessories. Kind of just get it lined up where it needs to go. And this, I have found that takes a little bit of pressure to get it to snap back in, but that's it. I got it right back on there, and now my accessory cover is actually installed and looks great. Now that the installation is all done, I want to walk you guys through all of the awesome features and some of the functionality that I've found after just messing with this screen for a few minutes. As you saw, installation took us less than 10 minutes. These screens are awesome. They're really plug and play. And now I want to walk through all of the features of this screen with you guys. First off, you see it right here, this awesome lock screen. I really like this. This emulates what you see on a Juniper. It's really cool to have this functionality in your own kind of older style Model Y or Model 3. So if we swipe to unlock, you'll see it takes you right to this kind of main display, probably where we're going to leave it most of the time. But this allows your rear passengers to control their own air conditioning. Pushing the power button, you actually can kind of see some of the air conditioning turn on. I definitely hear it. When I turn up the fans a little bit, you can see the little display down here that's showing that, yeah, your air conditioning's on. Now I can feel it. Control your temperature back here. Again, this is not any sort of like tri-zone climate control. This is affecting the entire car. The rear passengers don't have their own independent controls separate from the front as far as climate controls go. But it's just kind of showing what you can do back here. If your passengers want to help control some of the airflow in the back, that's what you can do. Control the temperature, turn it on, and then your fan speed and all that good stuff. So really cool. Moving on from allowing your rear passengers to control their own air conditioning, if you click the button right next to it, you can actually do some chair control. This is pretty cool. Over on this button here, you can actually move your passenger seat up and back. If you look over here, you can kind of watch it as I'm pushing it. You can see the whole passenger seat move forward and move it back. Really cool if you need extra room. If I click on this side of the seat, the actual backrest of the passenger seat, you can move it forward and move it back, depending on like what kind of configuration you need, if you have more space back here. It's really cool. I love that they also did not include that functionality over on the driver's side. It's something that I don't think you need to mess with the driver while they're driving. You can talk to them. Someone's always going to be in this seat if you're in the car, generally in the back. So you don't need to mess with that. This screen also allows your rear passengers to turn on their rear heated seats. How cool is that? You can turn them into different levels, 1, 2, and 3. You can come up here and click this all close button to turn all the rear heated seats off. So instead of asking the front driver or the front passenger to turn on the heated seats in the back, you can easily have your rear passengers control it as well. That's super cool. Moving on to the next screen is the apps that come pre-installed. I want to take a second and talk about the two different setting icons you can see here. This setting icon is for like the device's settings, not for the Android tablet settings. So this is kind of your device. I found this is where I changed it to Fahrenheit. That auto lock screen, I think maybe I'll leave it at about a minute. You can even turn that off if you don't like that auto lock screen, but I kind of liked it. I like having that option there. Turn on your button vibration if you want, some other kind of settings in here, reboot and reset the device. Under display, I really wanted to show you guys this. The brightness settings, you can easily change for how bright it is. And then you get two different styles. If you're like me, sometimes you like that kind of dark style, which is the black. So let's click the button, and in about 10 seconds, it's going to come back and show us that dark style. So it really kind of mutes all of that bright white color that it was showing before. Now it's just a nice kind of dark color. So throughout the whole menu, you'll see the whole thing has changed from a nice white to kind of this dark color. So you got your option in there. And again, that was in your settings, display. We'll change it back to white just for the rest of this video. There you go. And you can see the difference there, the white versus the dark setting too. So it's awesome they included that functionality. Back into the settings, so we're going to go down into this one again, and then factory settings. So you have to redo your password if you want to reset it. And I think that comes in the instructions there. So swipe down from the top, hit our home button, go back into the apps. In the Android setting is where I did a lot of work connecting my hotspot. So now whenever I turn on my phone, I turn on my hotspot, it's automatically going to connect to my screen. If I have my son back here wanting to watch a show, now it's all set up and ready to go. You can also turn on some notifications here, how much storage you have. One thing I wanted to show you guys down here in the, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, in the system menu is where you can come and adjust some more of your time settings. So I was able to adjust it to my time setting, my daylight savings time. It perfectly syncs up to what's shown in the car. Just changed to 11:11 a.m. So it's absolutely perfect. So make sure your settings in your Android system match up to what's in the actual tablet settings system right there. So let's quickly go through some of the other apps you get. You also get the Play Store. I was able to go in and find Netflix and download that just fine. There are plenty of games you can find if you want to play games back here. Unfortunately, Disney Plus does not work on this screen. I haven't found one of these rear screens that actually lets you use Disney Plus, but you can have Netflix. I saw Paramount, Amazon Prime, lots of options for your streaming services back here. Obviously, YouTube. I'm not sure what Recharge is. There's a file explorer if you want to put pictures here. Bluetooth connect your devices, a music icon, over-the-air updates, which is nice, video, and here's where I installed Netflix. So really nice. We'll get into the apps in just a second. I'll show you both of those apps, YouTube and Netflix, so you can see how they work. But let's just continue going through these options here. This screen is your music screen, which allows your passengers to kind of control the music from the back seat. You can skip the next song, you can pause and play the music, and this icon down here controls the volume throughout the whole car. So it's not just independent to the rear or anything like that. It controls the volume to the entire car, just like you'd expect. This is your lock screen. If you want to change it back to your lock screen, swipe to unlock. If you just kind of want to turn off your display for a second and put it back to this, that's fine. I haven't seen if there's a way to change this picture yet. I actually love this picture. I think it's really cool, but I might look in settings and see if there's a way to actually change that picture. We'll get that up out of the way to unlock it. And this is where you can turn off the screen. It's just a screen turn off button. If you don't want it on, you want to just turn it off, or your passengers find it distracting, push that button, turns off the screen. One click, it comes right back. So very intuitive, very simple, but awesome all at the same time. So let me show you a couple of these streaming apps that I have so far. I was able to jump onto YouTube, super easy, get into my channel and everything like that. So if we click on my videos, go into my channel, and boom, right here. This is on my phone's hotspot. You can see how snappy it is. Very, very quick. Let me scroll down here. Let's watch one of my videos. Click on Tesla karaoke microphone. Of course, got to watch the ad.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
There we go. Skip the ad.
Video, we're
So
talk about a way
I'm going to pause this super quick. What you're listening to is the device's built-in speaker, and that's awesome. It has a built-in speaker there. You don't need to hook it up to your actual car speaker. You don't have to do anything. My son back here, when we're driving around and watching one of these screens, loves just listening to his shows over the speaker here. So that's really nice. It's plenty loud. It gives you plenty of control for what you want to do. Let's see if we can start this back up. Very clear, awesome picture. I absolutely love it. If you go into your YouTube settings, you can even make it a higher resolution and put it all the way up to 1080.
And I apologize in advance if you hear me singing in this video.
I also want to show you the volume control. So if you come down here and just swipe down, you get this kind of volume control. It's kind of hidden behind the thing, but here's your volume control for the device's speaker. So let's put it all the way up to max.
About Tesla accessories.
Hopefully you can hear the difference. So right there, if my son's being too loud in the back, I want to turn down the volume, I can easily control it right here. Having that at your fingertips is very nice.
Tesla does sell a Tesla mic.
Okay, let's go back and I want to show you guys Netflix while we're looking at all of these kind of apps here. Scroll over a little bit, open up Netflix. This connected seamlessly. I just input my Netflix account password and we're ready to go. My little son, we can watch one of his shows real quick. All the shows he watches back here too. Right now, he's really been into this Jurassic Park, Camp Cretaceous, and Chaos Theory thing. So get all your Netflix movies and shows, and it's super simple. We'll watch one super quick. Look at that. Pops right up, very fast, great picture. Awesome way to watch shows. Keeps your rear passengers entertained. It's really cool. While we're on the topic of keeping your rear passengers entertained, if we ever go on a longer road trip and I don't want to listen to the screen this whole time, it easily pairs to my son's Bluetooth headphones. I've already paired it up in the Android Bluetooth settings, so it's super simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the show. I'll have that. Then I'm going to turn on the headphones.
Chargers going up.
And once it connects right to the headphones. And I don't know if you can hear that. But it took the sound right off the speaker, right onto my Bluetooth headphones that I got on Amazon. So super nice. When I turn these off, click the buttons to turn them off. Sound comes right back to the main screen. Seamless, no menus, no muss, no fuss. It's awesome. So let's talk about my thoughts on this rear screen from Tessery. I love the form factor. Of the 3 rear screens that I've installed, yeah, this is my 3rd one. This is my favorite by far. I love the look of it, the silver bezel around the outside, the form factor that looks just like the Model Y Juniper screens. It's amazing. So I absolutely love the look. I love the feel of the glass on the screen. Some people don't care about that, but I do. I like how it feels. It feels just like a very high-end smartphone glass. So it's really sharp, very responsive, and it works really nicely. And I absolutely just love the form factor and the functionality. Let's talk about the installation process. You saw me do it here. I did it while filming in about 10 minutes. So if you know what you're doing after watching the video, or if you've done it before, this will take you less than 5 minutes to install a screen like this. This is compatible with your older style Model Ys and your newer style Model 3s. So if you have that same kind of form factor of the cover that I removed here, this will work for both of them. So it's a really cool screen, lots of functionality it adds to your car. In my opinion, this is probably how the car should have come from the factory, but integrated with the car's premium connectivity. I love having my additional information, my front dash screen, this one back here. It's really nice to have. So, hey, the more screens, the merrier. I really like it. Talking about the functionality and the apps that come with it, it's very intuitive. This wasn't difficult to set up at all. If you've ever set up a smartphone, it's just like that. You sign into the Google Play Store, you easily have access to all the apps there that you could want. It comes preloaded with several as well. YouTube is already on there. And that's all that my little boy watches back here. So it's perfect. He doesn't need any other streaming apps. It works great for us. I love the functionality of the speaker system as well. You can easily connect this screen to play over your Tesla's Bluetooth speakers, but as we know, there is sometimes a little bit of a lag, maybe a half a second lag between what's on the screen and what's showing up over the speakers. When you wear the Bluetooth headphones, that lag is eliminated. It works perfectly. And obviously there's no lag when it's playing over the device's speakers. I would say 80% of the time we listen to just the device's speaker itself. Typically my son watches the rear screen when we're doing errands around town and just doesn't want to be bored in the car. And it works for us too. If you're not all about that life, that's fine. But it works great having that quick functionality. He doesn't need to have his tablet out or anything like that. For longer road trips, we'll definitely use the headphones or use his tablet. But it's really nice to have all the functionality of the streaming apps there at your disposal. Overall, I am just a huge fan of this screen. It's everything that you could want in a rear entertainment screen, all the functionality, the heated seats, the moving of this seat, the apps, the streaming, the air conditioning control, the volume control. It's got everything you could want, and the form factor is perfect. It looks just like the Model Y Juniper screen, very stylish, and it just works. It just works. So a big thank you to Tessery for sending me over this screen, their new channel partner. Click the link below, give them some love. I'll have a link down in the screen, down in the description. And if you use my discount code right here on the screen, Gamble1080, let them know I sent you. It'll save you 10% on the cost of this screen. So pretty big chunk of change if you're interested in picking one of these up. Big thank you again to Tessery for sending it over to me. Let me know what kind of questions you guys have about these screens down below. I'll be happy to answer them. But just a big thank you to coming back to the video as well. So check out the link below. Lastly, check out the link to my Amazon storefront. I'll have that link down in the description below, but I have all kinds of links in there for how I keep my Tesla clean. What do I use when I take my Tesla camping? What are my really top recommended accessories that I've personally used on Amazon for my Tesla? So make sure you check that out as well. Thank you guys for coming back for another video. I always appreciate it. Let me know if you see something on Tessery's website that you want me to review. Let me know, and I'll see if I can work out with them. And if you're curious about buying something, you want to see what it looks like in the car or how it's installed, let me know, and I can make it happen. So appreciate you guys coming back. Please like and subscribe if I've earned your subscription. It really helps out the channel. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good day.